Welcome to the stream, dude. It's nice to hear your voice.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's
it's
your
good to be on.
what's your PFP?
Uh, Originally it was on some like NFT I got rugged on, but then
Is it
one of my friends
the
like
weather thing? What?
honestly I don't even remember. It was like something I bought probably 4 years ago or something like that, or like 3 years ago. I don't even know. But then my friend like was doing like an NFT collection and he's like, "Oh, do you want me to make one like of your PFP?" And so then it's like uh a variant of the original one that was the rug. But now it's like something actually that I kind of I like because it was from a friend.
It's pretty iconic, man. Thanks for the backstory and welcome to the stream. I gave you like a really quick intro. I think you were listed as quote legendary trader under the stream announcement, and honestly, I think over the last 12-ish months, definitely since Hyperliquid TGE, you've been one of my favorite accounts on Twitter. So it's an absolute pleasure to come on. And I know you don't do a ton of these, so I'm grateful you agree to come on. I don't know. Do you want to start with like a quick little intro on just sort of like who you are and what you do?
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks for having me on, by the way. Yeah, I started trading like just stocks kind of like same time as everybody, 2020. Like we were bored and had like a couple $1,000s in our wallets. And was trading on Robinhood and terrible at it. And then yeah, I'm pretty sure I made a little bit of money, lost a little bit of money, but mostly lost. And then I was always trying to trade these like biotech shit and just to get the volatility. And I was like, kept seeing crypto on Robinhood, and I was like, why am I not trading that? And so I got into that, and yeah, I ran it up a little bit, and then lost it like most people do. And yeah, then it wasn't until like 2022 that I kind of started on the run that I'm on now. And that was with like news trading FTX when it was going down.
Well, how did what FTX trade did you make?
When he or it wasn't a tweet from him, it was some like on-chain guy that was he's watching all the transactions and stuff, and I saw it like within a minute, probably 30 seconds even, and it was like withdrawals have been paused. There have been no withdrawals from FTX wallet like in this amount of time, and I was like, oh shit, like this is big. Like there's nobody looks at that and says like, oh, let me long FTT long
Well,
soul because it was basically attached to him at the time. And so I was like, okay, just max short, like with the last of the money I had. And yeah, I had like 3K.
whoa. You had 3K left. You saw a
Yeah.
tweet in 30 seconds after it was posted that FTX was pausing withdrawals and you just went like 100x short.
Yeah, like 75x or something like that. And then I took it like it would have been better in hindsight to have just like shorted FTT to zero, but like I was taking like a couple trades and stuff. Like he tweeted, like Sam tweeted, like, oh, everything's fine. Like, so I like closed the short, longed, and then I was just locked in news trading for like literally, it's not even an exaggeration, like 72 hours straight. Um, and then after it, I had turned like the 3K into 35 or 40 something. And yeah, I hadn't even like talked to my girlfriend, now wife, like for like 3 days, and she would just bring me food, and I was like, I'm locked in, I can't talk right now. I was just monitoring these massively levered trades, and then yeah, the news about like CZ was like, oh, uh, or CZ or Binance is gonna buy us and buy us out and stuff, and then so long BNB, uh, and then it turns out that wasn't happening, short both, uh, and yeah, so it was just a series of news trades. But
Whoa.
yeah, I just passed the fuck out after that. Like immediately just fell asleep. I was like, I'm going to bed for a while. Withdrew from Bybit, I think it was at the time, and yeah,
Last 3K to 35K is pretty legendary in 72 hours.
it was good. Yeah, yeah, it was what I needed because like three. It's pretty hard to trade from really low, because you start like over levering and stuff and trying to make it worth it and stuff like that. So getting past that kind of hump was, yeah, it was very grateful for that.
I'm tired of the poker analogies, but it's like playing short stacked. It's the fucking worst. It's so hard to play short stacked in poker. Also, I feel like the FTX saga is probably it's the singular craziest thing that I ever experienced in crypto, and it's like, bro, it's like COVID. It never gets talked about. Like, oh wait, let me kick him out. Hold on, Max. I'm gonna kick you out. Um, it's like COVID. It literally never gets talked about. Like the story, I feel like the story for most people, they don't even know that it happened. That it joined for
Yeah.
Soul Meme Coin, for AI coins, whatever.
Yeah, I guess I forget that like a lot of people joined after that, but yeah, I think for a lot of people it was such a painful event for them that understandably they don't really want to talk about it and kind of revisit that because it's still kind of an open wound. They didn't really get what they deserved, the amount of money back and stuff. Like, what Bitcoin 18K is what they got.
Insane. Yeah, I would actually say most, like, I feel like the majority of people here, at least in my timeline, are post 2022 with like so many people came to crypto for soul meme coins, AI coins, which is, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild because it felt that way for NFTs, that then they all fucking left. But okay, I have a lot of questions for you, but I'm curious why you've basically just been on a run for like 3 years straight. Like, why do you think you've been so successful trading crypto over the last 2 to 3 years?
I think, I mean, the biggest thing is that I had that like I went broke trying to trade um what was it, Luna? Yeah, I was trying to long a short squeeze or something that it didn't happen when I thought it would, and I blew myself out. Lost like basically all my money, and then immediately just tilted the very little that I had left off for the next 20 minutes after that, and I was broke as hell for like 6 months, and like zero money. I was in London as well, like staying with my now wife, and so I couldn't work there, and because I didn't have any like right to work or anything like that, so I couldn't go and make money, and it was just like sitting there in depression. I was literally about to join like one of those Alaskan like crabbing boats. I was looking into that,
No way.
and yeah, because you can make like 40K in like 3 months or something like that, and I had no skills. And yeah, so yeah, it was that like really painful experience of being broke as fuck and having to ask her for money, which was just terrible. Like I just my pride was just ugh, yeah, it was terrible. So having that and like kind of that's always in the back of my mind and kind of any move I make. And it helps me with the risk management side of things that I'd always like lacked before. And and then also just I think just being hungry, and yeah, just I pull a lot of crazy hours for not so much lately, but I was particularly working 18 hours a day, 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, uh, and would do that for a few weeks and then burn out for like 3 days and then continue and keep doing it again. And yeah, but I've been on a bit of a hiatus now, but yeah. Did that for probably 3 years or 2.5 years.
Alaskan fishing boat, dude.
Yeah.
40K for three
Yeah,
months?
I
Is
was
that true?
desperate, bro. Something like that. Yeah, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was at the time to me, it was like just life-changing. And it is still very good money. Like, uh, so I was just like, well, I'm a college dropout. Like, I've done DoorDash as my work experience and Macy's for a week. Uh,
Whoa.
what am I gonna do to make some money to like I mean, forget trading, but just like not be a fucking bum asking my girlfriend for money. I had to ask her for money to buy a vape for like a $6 vape because
No.
my card would, yeah, it was bad. It was bad, bro. So
Whoa.
yeah, yeah. So I was like, okay, what can I do to like get out of this? And yeah, so I was like, man, maybe I'll join a fishing boat.
Dude, for a vape is crazy.
I know, dude. It was so bad. I was so down bad. That's why now, like, whatever she wants, like, she can
Yeah.
get. Yeah.
That's so for an elf
It
bar, for
it
an
was
elf
like,
bar is wild, yeah.
yeah, bro. I know, dude. It was like unreal levels of down bad. It's actually hilarious.
Damn, to your now wife, that's so fucking sick though. That's like yeah,
Yeah.
what a fucking G. Um
Yep.
okay, so how do you recover from basically from making some money, being completely zeroed out to run it back? Like how do you run it back after losing it all in crypto?
Um, I mean, I think just staying optimistic, but also like um yeah, just hungry is the thing. That's the biggest thing. Everybody's gonna have a different like set of skills and um things that they like lean towards doing, and whatever that is for whoever's listening, like do that. Think about what you've made in the past or what you've made money from in the past, and then think, okay, well, what if I just did that exclusively? Like, should I like uh go perps trade when I continue losing on it, or like should I try to trade NFTs? Or well, no, if you're losing money on those things, like just do the one thing that you're good at. Don't try to be a jack of all trades. If you can eventually do that, if you like nail your one thing, and then you're looking for things to like scale more into and other opportunities. But just the one thing that you're good at, just do that over and over. And like aside from like Hyperliquid and stuff, I haven't really like had a lot of it was never like a huge win that brought me up. It was just over and over and over and over, like small trades, and then there'd be a bigger one, but then more and more small trades, and stacking up the small wins, and yeah, eventually it becomes size that like, oh damn, like that's pretty good.
Can we talk about the Hyperliquid airdrop?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact numbers. Maybe you've shared them before and want to. If you don't, that's fine. But I don't know. To my knowledge, publicly, you have one of the most ridiculous Hyperliquid airdrops I think out of anyone. And considering Hyperliquid is like the most profitable airdrop ever, it's like, yeah, it's pretty gross. I mean, talk about your Hyperliquid airdrop. Like, how ridiculous was it, and why did you go so hard farming it?
I think I don't have any like anywhere near that many now, but like I think I might have gotten like 600,000 tokens or something. Um
Whoa.
uh or that sounds wrong. It might be lower. I don't know. But I had like over 100,000 points. Oh yeah, so it's probably about 600,000 tokens.
600,000 tokens
But
that were like 40, $50 a piece at the top.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I sold a good amount, like just like right when I got it, at like probably $4 to $5 or something like that, just because like
Yeah.
it was still like pretty life-changing money. Like, and like I mentioned before, I've always had that mindset of like don't fucking lose it in the back of my mind. Like it doesn't stop me from taking risks, but uh I always just think like, okay, well, would I be devastated if this happened? And then like try to guard against that. And yeah, if I got an airdrop like the size that I did, and then like would I be devastated? Yeah, yeah, I would. If it just went down. And obviously it didn't. And it was pretty obvious that it wouldn't, but also it was just like preservation mindset.
Yes.
And yeah, so I sold probably a third, at like $4 to $5 or something like that. Generational fumble at that time, but
I
yeah, it is what it
mean,
is, and
I don't know
yeah,
about
it was just
generational
crazy.
fumble. Yeah.
No, I know, but yeah, it was just yeah, it was I couldn't handle that position size is basically what it was. I think I wasn't mentally prepared for that.
Whoa. Um, why did you farm it so hard? I saw this tweet. I don't know if this is true. You did like 0.4% of all volume on Hyperliquid pre TGE. Is that
No, CL responded to that, and apparently, like that was a wrong calculation, but it was pretty high. I did probably, I think by the end of it, I had done $350 million of volume, and yeah, like across probably 8 or 9 different wallets, and one for my wife as well, so she got a nice little airdrop.
no
And
way?
yeah, yeah, and then yeah, I originally it was just because I wanted to trade like Unibot
Huh.
without any fees. Like it was still like the market makers they would quote like uh with the spread or whatever, because it was like 2.5 or maybe even 5% in and out each way. Uh and the tax or whatever, and yeah, so they would quote like close to that, and then people would like jump them in the order book, and so you could actually get filled for less than the normal tax. And then trading friend tech perp as well. I wanted to short that. Um, and so yeah, I did that, and then like I just really liked the platform, and it was like, damn, like I've used perp dexes in the past, and they've always been pretty bad. Like there was GMX, and that was okay, and then like Quinta came along, and that was like a an evolution in it. That was pretty good. It was getting better, and then Hyperliquid comes along, and it's like, wow, this is like this can nearly replace like centralized exchanges. Um, and so I was like, man, I didn't even when I started trading it, there was no point. It was like October of 2023 or something. And so it wasn't even about the points or like an airdrop. I didn't even think about that. But then like, yeah, they came up with that in December or something like that. And um, yeah, then I started just I was like, okay, man, this is gonna be pretty sick. And I do a lot of volume anyways, because back in the day, like I used to be more of a scalper.
Okay.
Um, and 'cause it was just my way of like compounding really fast my portfolio. And yeah, so I did a lot of volume, especially for like my portfolio size. So I was like, okay, well, this is kind of the perfect airdrop for me to farm because I'd be doing this anyways.
Whoa, that's yeah, congrats. That's a crazy story. Imagine if fucking Pump Fun did this to the trenches, a hyper liquid style airdrop. I think no way.
Dude, I know. Yeah, yeah, missed opportunity. I mean, not for not for long, but
What do you think about the state of Pump Fun?
I saw that they had like the new revenue share or something,
Uh-huh.
the dashboard or whatever.
Yep.
It was like their first tweet in like a week or something like
And
that,
Alon
which is
Alon
wild.
just tweeted like while we started stream. He tweeted
Oh, really?
let me find it. It's right here. He tweeted 30 minutes ago. Huge announcement coming for organic community coins in the Pump Fund ecosystem this week, period. 164,000 impressions in 30 minutes.
Wow. Everybody's got notifications.
Everyone's got him on notice, bro.
Yeah. Did it go up? Has it gone up since then?
Pump is up a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah.
I go price. Yeah, it's up like a little bit. Not much. It's still in this like
Sorry,
little
I would check, but like I've talked about, just on my iPad, so I only got one monitor.
circulating is 1.06 bill. So it's up like I think it was like yeah, it's up like a little bit. I think it was like 900 950 mil before the announcement. It's up a little bit, 10%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this
man.
a
I don't.
trade that interests you? Like, would you are you have you traded pump at all?
Mm, badly. Yeah. I longed it and then like kind of forgot about the position, and then I was like pretty underwater on it, and it's like when it looks so bad, you're just like I can't close here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it looks so it looks so bad that it has to be bottomed, and then like it turns out it wasn't, and like it kept going down more, and then like eventually I just closed on a little like small pump, and I was like whatever, I'm just gonna cut my losses. Like I've done this too many times to like just watching an underwater position continue to get more and more underwater, and it's not fun. It just ruins like it's in the back of your mind at all times, kind of, and so you're just like, I don't know, but I prefer my peace of mind and not having to even think about it than like just I'll take the L.
Yeah, like fuck it, right? Why even you were really big on chain during AI season, yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was like one of my I think I surpassed like seven figures like at that point. Like from I was really big on AI 16Z. Uh like I watched the stream that he did like when he was just when he had launched it, and I launched it on Dow's.fun or
Uh-huh.
whatever. And I was gonna get into the like the pre-sale or whatever, but that one filled it with like he bought like 2% on accident. I don't know if you know about that. Like
Who bought
it's
3%?
crazy. Uh, some random dude, he like just misclicked, put an extra zero on the amount sold that he wanted to put in, and just bought out the whole fucking like pre-sale of AI 16Z, and then he ended up like locking most of it and then donating a ton of it to Shaw, and like a couple other people, and yeah, he was super generous with it.
Whoa, I actually kind of remember this. I remember this. Like at the very
Yeah,
beginning, right? Like on launch.
yep,
Whoa.
yeah, but I bought in like sub 1 million or something for AI 16Z.
And you have sort of like an infamous trade on AI 16Z, don't you?
I mean, it would have been more, but like I because it was the whole thing was like Andreessen Horowitz or whatever, like AI version
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the VC fund, and then like Andreessen Horowitz like actually saw it and tweeted about it, and I sold into that pump, which was like the test pump in hindsight, because like when you think about it, like as a trader, like you see like okay, well they're literally like core purpose is like to be the AI crypto version of Andreessen Horowitz. Andreessen Horowitz sees it, tweets about it in like a positive light, that has to be the
That's the
top, right?
top.
Like
Yeah.
in my head, yeah. Every time that's the top, except for this time. And yeah, so I sold into that, and then like yeah, I bought back a bit later, and then like yeah, just I traded it okay. I made money like trading it back and forth, but like nowhere near as much as I would have because I had 3% or something.
Whoa, you're 3%?
Yeah,
Whoa, dude. Holy fuck. Um,
yeah.
okay, on this topic of like running up bags, I saw you reply to somebody today on, I think it was how do you go from 1K to a mil, which is kind of like a brutal question. And then I think you replied and you said I'd rather answer. I don't remember exactly your reply, but you said like something along the lines of rather reply about 10K. So to ask you like, how do you go from 10K to seven figures?
Um, yeah, just news trading is I think the best opportunity. Maybe like for some people like for me it works with my personality, so I don't really know like how it would work differently for other people, but for me that was like the ideal way. 'Cause I kept doing that after FTX and just you make like it, it's like the as long as you don't like start um identifying with your bags or anything like that, like your news trading bags and holding a position going down. It's basically the like 1001 days in the life of the Thanksgiving turkey, but without the drop at the end. Uh, because yeah, it's pretty consistent money. Like if you lose, you lose like pretty small percentage of what you stand to gain each time because you can trade with very high leverage. And then if it goes down even 0.25%, if you're early enough, then like okay, well I'm wrong about this trade, I'll just get out. And yeah, then it can go up 10%. So 0.25 to 10, that's a pretty crazy ratio. And not everyone's going to be a 10% runner, but like then sometimes you get something that's like a XRP. Like I got like a 2x on like leverage size on that.
What's the secret to news trading? I feel like that isn't a super popular answer.
Um, be fast. That's about it. Like and have good judgment as well. Be able to think quickly on your feet. And separate yourself from the emotion of the trade. Like it shouldn't be an emotional thing. It should just be like, okay, I get in, like I see a tweet that like you quickly like kind of mentally parse like, okay, is this bullish or is this bearish? What coin does this apply to? And like what can I best sometimes the coin that it applies to isn't even like the one that you want to trade. Maybe you want to trade one that's more liquid that will also move based off of it. And yeah, just most people see like news and they'll like share it in like a group chat or something like that. That's the first reaction. Like train yourself that your reaction should not be like, oh, let me share about this or tweet it, but like quote tweet it and be like, LOL, like this is crazy, da da da, whatever. Think what can I long, what can I short? Uh, and yeah, just um every token's price is like a sum of the previous information that has been released about that coin and the fundamentals of it, and then now you add new information, so now it changes the equation. So how does it change the equation? Does it make it go up or down?
I actually really like that take. My toxic trade is I see some news happen in crypto, and I'm like, how do I tweet a banger about this? How do I rip a banger
Yeah,
about this right
yeah,
fucking now? How do I go viral? My fucking brain is fried,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I've started doing that more too now because I don't news trade as much. Like can only really do it on like BTC or ETH, so it limits you. But yeah, but like with 10K is that's the biggest advantage. Like you can trade anything, trade like things that aren't very competitive. Like random DeFi protocols, on-chain shit. Like they'll have it makes it a little bit trickier actually, like with they'll release some news and then it doesn't move for the next 30 minutes and you're like, okay, well, what's going on? Like, does anybody care about this now, or uh is it just non-news that I thought was more impactful than it actually is? So that's kind of annoying bit about trading the very uncompetitive markets, because there's no instant reaction that makes news trading easy. But yeah, you could trade anything, so just trade less competitive things.
How would you like? Okay, if you're news trading and you're only news trading Bitcoin and ETH, how would you expect to have any edge over all of these like high frequency trading firms, these like quant firms that your counterparty is? Like, how could you raw
Um,
dogging fucking hyperliquid or whatever actually have edge in a speed game where you're just not gonna win the speed with like your hands?
uh, well, sometimes you can just because they're not tracking a certain thing, or like if it comes from a source that's not that's irregular. And then also something that requires a bit more like I'm pretty sure I'm faster than like ChatGPT kind of thing.
Uh huh.
Because it takes a bit to think, and I've done the news trading for quite a long time, so within a second, I know exactly what I'm going to do. The main thing is just like kind of going on Safari, and sometimes the tab is buried deep. But yeah, so a lot of the times though, it doesn't matter is the thing. Because yeah, sure they can beat you, but you can beat everybody else. So like, it's not the end of the world. Other people that are slower, like other humans that are slower than you, or even like other bots that are a bit slower, will you can dump on them. So
So there's like a yeah, there's a flow. Even if you're not first, you just don't be last.
yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, and also like a lot of the times, like, or not a lot of the time, but sometimes there will be news that's actually impactful. I wrote like an article like a couple of years back, but about news trading, and it was like, and I was talking about how like um certain news will be like impactful enough to move the price, but not impactful enough. Like it doesn't actually change the equation. It's just it sounds bullish kind of, but
Got
it
it.
doesn't really matter. And then it'll go up, but then it'll just immediately retrace it because like you think about it and you're like, wait, no, like this sounds cool, but like who the fuck cares? Like nobody's gonna buy or sell the token based on this, like spot holders. Uh, and yeah. Then there's other news though that's more rare where it's actually like a fundamental shift. So like ETF news, like you don't have to be that fast. Like you can just long, and then like you might have a bit more volatility in your position if you're not very fast. Like, okay, you might like eat some drawdown, like 2%, a couple percent or whatever, but like you know that like this is like fundamentally just changes the entire equation to where there's going to be ongoing flows and things like that. It's just so big that like, and also like players that are bigger than you have to size in over time. They can't just ape all their stack.
That's a good
And so
point.
like that takes time to start positioning. And so and they're not just gonna like set a swap for the next hour because that's just super easy exploitable. So like yeah, it's gonna be over days and weeks, and that flow gets like kind of regurgitated or digested.
That's actually a sick point. Yeah, you can't just fucking one clip slam it. Okay, this is like your
Yeah.
sauce. So if you, I won't like press you on it if you don't want to say much about it. But what is your information flow look like to news trade? Like, do you just have notifications on for everyone? Do you have a couple sources that are like your go to? Like, how are you fast to price impacting moves?
Um, I'm kind of like I'm somewhat out of the game now. Like I don't even trade that much anymore. Like uh I yeah, just not quite as hungry anymore. So I don't do it as much, and I'm not like as terminally online as I was like the 20-hour days I used to be pulling. And kind of just enjoying life a bit more. But like yeah, so I'm probably missing some like recent information, or like, oh, there's a new guy to follow, whatever. But like really just the main ones like Walter Bloomberg, like uh um DB, and I don't even know if he tweets anymore. But
Yeah, zero
yeah,
hedge.
there's a few of them. Zero Hedge, no, I wouldn't trade that because he's just constantly doomer. Um, like you'll see news that like when you read the article, it's like, oh wait, no, he just made this a big deal, and it's like actually not. Like the world's not actually ending. Wow. Uh, so that I wouldn't news trade him. I think I muted him actually.
Really?
Uh, because I also mute things or block people that like kind of had like a three strikes policy of if they do like fake news or really misleading news. Because as a news trader, like
Fucks
you
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 up.
get
Yeah.
in really fast, so you can't like be like, okay, well, is this actually good? Or like, let me read the article first. No, you're too late. You just need to immediately act. And so like people that are gonna kind of force a fumble like that on me, I just block them out of my view. Um,
Damn.
and yeah, and just like any like DeFi protocols that you know well or something like that, if you know like how the fundamentals of it work, where like a small change will actually be kind of a big shift in like the tokenomics of it or something like that. That's one of the edges you can have. You can understand it better than anybody else.
Uh,
And then it's not so much just trading at that point, but yeah. Yeah.
what's the deal with these like Walter Bloomberg zero hedge accounts? Like, who are they? Who pays them? Like, why? How do they get news so fast? Like, who are these people?
Well, Walter Bloomberg's different than Zero Hedge. Like with Walter Bloomberg, it's basically just a feed of an automated feed of like a Bloomberg terminal. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they have like uh I know like Walter Bloomberg has like a Discord, and you might be able to pay for certain access to other things and things like that. Um and yeah, DB used to have like a paid thing that you could get like slightly faster information, and yeah.
Interesting. And then zero hedge, just like a guy.
I think so. I don't know, to be honest.
I didn't realize that Walter Bloomberg was like an automated feed. I had no concept of that actually.
Yeah, yeah, because it's always just like the ticker that come through on somebody's Bloomberg terminal.
Got it. How much is the Bloomberg terminal?
Yeah, 20K a year, I think.
Whoa. I mean, makes sense
Yeah,
if you're using it. It makes sense, but
yeah. Apparently, it's mostly like for the chat. Like, apparently they all just go in the little chat room or something like
oh
that,
really? It's like a
and like being able
glorified pay
to
group.
message each other. And yeah,
It's like
it was funny. Like I saw a tweet recently, like, oh, like should I call and they called Jamie Dimon because he had his actual phone number listed on there, and it like just picked up.
seriously?
Yeah, yeah,
You did this or
crazy.
someone else?
No, 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 not me, not me. Just some guy, like, he's like, yo, should I call him? Like, I wonder if it's him. And it wasn't the secretary or anything like that. He's like, hello?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was fucking Jamie Dimon on the other end. It's like, what the fuck? That's
No,
crazy.
that's so good. Do you, this is like a curveball, but earlier topic. Do you think the trenches and on chain are ever going to return to the mayhem that 2024 was?
Um, I mean, I think we're not that far out from that, like, from when that happened. I mean, oh shit, I guess it is July. Damn. Or no, it's August. Oh my God.
It's all,
Uh,
dude. So I was so quick.
yeah, yeah, damn, that's crazy. So yeah, I guess it's been a while, man. Time flies. But yeah, so I guess it was like what up until like November or something like that. Oh yeah, Trump. And that kind of killed it for a while. But I don't know. I guess it's hard to. That was kind of like Aiden Ross said on that one stream, like the stream with you, I think, when he was like, oh sorry, he just basically said, oh, why isn't this the top?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Isn't Trump going the top?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I don't want to bring up
No,
any of
I'm
that drama. I don't even know about it.
I'm trolling.
Yeah.
It's a good point. It's a
Uh,
good point, by the way. It's genuinely a good point.
yeah. So I think meme coins like are probably. I don't see how they top that. And it's probably, I mean, we've kind of have been on this like path of the euthanasia roller coaster kind of thing. Like each bubble is getting a little bit smaller. Like AI was smaller than uh what was the one before that?
I mean, just like
Or wait, no, the ICM came after AI, and
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
smaller than AI.
which was
And
awful.
then like before that was something else,
Before that was like regular meme
and
coins,
like
like Billy and shit,
yeah,
which was smaller than
yeah,
AI.
and I think
Yeah,
those pumped higher than
yeah. Though they
yeah.
probably pumped harder actually. Pepe, all that pumped way harder than AI.
Yeah, yeah, and Pepe kind of started it.
Yeah,
That was a great time back in 2023.
Pepe,
Man,
Bonk, all of that was fucking. Yeah, low key, everyone
yeah,
has been smaller. It felt like AI was
yeah.
faster, but
Oh yeah,
it topped smaller.
and ICM was even faster because
Oh, ICM was
like
awful.
the problem is the playbook has just been refined and refined and refined. So like somebody launches this coin, it's not like a dev has to think, oh, maybe I should launch a coin. They're like, oh, we've got a new coin to basically like copy off of uh and launch a beta or whatever. And then just dilutes it. And yeah, when it just plays out that fast, then like the extractors continue to take the money, and there's less, the hot ball of money is shrinking, and it just kind of gets solved. It's kind of like poker, back in like the poker boom, like people started getting solvers, and so then the fish started leaving, and yeah.
ICM was the worst meta ever, by the way. It's like so bad.
I
It's just
know,
like
man.
so.
I'd lost so much money on Launchcoin.
Dude,
I'm still holding it actually. I shouldn't be, but
I
yeah,
oh, you're holding it right now?
yeah.
Ugh.
I just yeah. Like I said,
It's so. I'll
I've
tell you
been taking a
this.
step back, so I just
It's so hard not to hold it. It's genuinely hard to not hold it. You want to hold it.
yeah.
I
hmm
I
It has so much potential. They just need to execute.
I fumbled seven figures on it twice, so I'm just like not really.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I had my quick pain story, and then I'll let you go in a minute. Is I had 1% of Pasternak at like 5 mil, and I've been holding it for
Oh my
weeks and
God.
holding it and holding it and holding it. And I got so obsessed with Gork. I thought Gork. I literally, I thought Gork was the greatest. At 10 mil, I thought Gork was cool. At 20 mil, I thought Gork was really cool. At 50 mil,
Yeah,
Gork is like the greatest coin ever. And
yeah.
I couldn't find enough money to put into Gork. Like I literally couldn't find enough money. And
Damn.
I was selling every single coin I had to buy Gork. And finally, I'm like, Pasternak's got to go. And then Elon tweets Gork. It goes to 100 and then back down. I sold zero. And
No.
then um, him Garja tweets about dupe. And then launch coin just fucking no red candles up to 350 mil. Insane. That was a
Yeah,
pain one.
that's rough, man. Yeah, at that point you almost can't trade it again, like because it's just
I
that
can't no, I
pain
can't
just
trade
like
it again.
kind of taints any decision, like
I can't trade
because
it
you're
again.
just constantly like, well, what if, like, and then you like maybe oversize on it, or like, yeah, it's just it fucks you for trading that coin forever.
All right,
I've had that.
this is the last thing I want to ask you, and I'll let you go. I had someone 10 minutes ago, but I told him to fuck. I told him to wait. Because this is, honestly was sick.
Sorry about that.
No, no, no. I told him to wait because I was like, hell yeah. Um, what? Where do you think the most opportunity is over the next year or 2 years in the market? Like, where should people be paying the most attention to?
Um, I think I don't know, to be honest. Like, I think just be active, be in the space, and yeah, just be present. And be constantly on the lookout for opportunities. Don't like if you see something new on the timeline and people are clowning on it, don't join in, like, because it's easy, like I still do this, like, and I've said this before, like I've like given this advice before to people, and I still do it. It's super easy to do it, but don't like go into the like, haha, yeah, that's so dumb, like why are they doing that?
Yeah,
Like look into it, see what it's actually about, like because the hive mind is dangerous. You want to be like, as a trader or an investor, like you don't want to be in the hive. Do you want to make money? Like the hive doesn't make money. uh and yeah, so just try to think things through and be like, oh, this might actually be cool. And like Z does this really well. Like
yes,
sometimes like to his like downfall somewhat, like where he'll be like super into something that's like, nah, that's not happening, bro. Like uh but like his biggest strength is just like his conviction in things that other people don't believe in at all and don't see the vision of. And a lot of the times he's right, like with Soul at the bottom, and like yeah, things like that. Like you have to have a different opinion on the market to, if you want to really do well. So just be on the lookout, like don't write things off immediately when they come up and people are clowning on it, and yeah, just be experimenting with things.
do you want to be right or do you want to make money?
Exactly, yeah.
Though I'll say this as a sign off: one of the worst things that ever happened to my trading, like it was like a phase to my trading and just ability to be good at crypto, was trying to be a cool kid on crypto Twitter is just the worst thing that could happen to your P&L. It's so bad for your P&L. It just is.
Yeah,
Like trying to
yeah,
be in the cool club of CT, you will not make money doing it because nothing is cool until you're late. Like nothing early is cool. And that
yeah,
I had to just like get out of that. I had to lean back. I try to like hide my cringe, and then I'm like, wait, dude, I need to lean back into my cringe because being cool in a market is just not. It never works.
yeah, yeah. I've done that like in some of a different way, but like just because I used to like live tweet all my trades, like every single
Mm,
one pretty much, and so I'd be like long to ETH from 37.40, and then like a while later I'd be like, I'll close this, and people would like chirp at me, and then like I'd get it in my head and be like, I'll fucking prove him wrong. Like he's not right about this, and then I'm just like eating drawdowns I shouldn't. Like
yeah.
normal me would not do that, but I'm just like this random dude with 35 fucking followers is like chirping me, and he says I'm wrong and I'm not, and then I am,
Yeah, he
and
doesn't
it's like it's
fucking
so
know
hard to
me,
eat that.
man. Yeah, it's so hard to eat
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and it's so hard to, and then I have to tweet about it too, be like, I'm wrong, like, got out, like, lost money on this, and I just have to admit to fucking like, thousands, tens of thousands of people, like, hey, I was wrong, and also like, I know you're probably watching, I was wrong.
It's the
That
worst.
sucks. I hate that. Yeah, that's part of why I stopped.
Nexus, dude, you're awesome. This was so sick. I know you don't. Again, I know you don't do a ton of these. I really appreciate you coming on. Honestly, I had a lot of fun. This is awesome.
Yeah, man, me as well. Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Sick, bro. Well, is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Uh, not really. No.
Awesome. Well, dude, I'll talk to you offline. But yeah, this was a fucking banger, honestly.
Yeah,
Thank you, bro. Thanks for the time.
thank you, man.
All right,
Yeah,
homie.
have a good one.
Yeah.